it, and it said Conover lockers. Didn't see any lockers. Went to the mailroom, asked them, "Hey, where are the Conover lockers?" Fucking behind Conover.
I've never even heard of them.
Well, neither have I, but apparently my package is there, so I gotta go there, scan the QR.
I lost you. I can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Uh,
Bearing down on me, so I'll do the best I can to watch this. I got a good view right now.
lit.
Yeah. I put codes in both our server and
Yep, it works.
server. Perfect.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective
You know what you could do right here? In this situation?
What?
You could recognize the off angle that the soldier's on and take advantage of that by knowing this is a 5v4 fight. If you guys stack and take this fight, you have a massive advantage.
Yeah.
Instead, what ended up happening was your team. Hold on, I gotta adjust my sound. Your team continued taking this fight while staying exposed to this soldier off angle, and he put out a lot of pressure in this whole fight just by being able to sit here uncontested.
Yeah.
If you guys reposition to either like take the fight from over here, which completely negates their soldier, or like full on push into this room, after they use their Mei wall, right? They Mei wall pretty early. Right here, they have no Mei wall, so they don't really have much threat if you guys decide to take a fight in here. And yeah, Bap has all his cooldowns, which is kind of like the minimum you need for taking this fight. Like, you guys could just walk in here. Also, just like you, even if you don't push into the space, you can recognize the soldier's off angle and minimize that while still getting the same value you're getting by just playing over on the safer angle. Like, you take a lot of damage to the soldier. The other thing I want to check, I'm pulling up the VOD like on YouTube just to hear some comms.
Yeah.
Soldier spray. Nice. Keep chasing.
This meta is gonna be really interesting.
You can just
Like, I played one game.
Yeah.
I played one game of comp this morning.
I'm on the side here. Soldier low.
I rolled up on Colosseo,
I'm going.
and even though my team, like, they're playing Moira, Mercy, Widow, Sim, even though I didn't have a Lucio or anything, I was still able to output massive damage and do a fuck ton. I think is insane.
I heard one. Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Doesn't work. Shit. I should set it up. Whatever. All right.
Oh, so are you streaming?
Yeah. I'm on YouTube.
Oh, hello YouTube.
Hold up. What teammates are alive when you die here?
I think it's everyone besides me.
No, you still have Lucio. You have Lucio and they don't. You really should be able to live this. I bet Leroy's communicating that to you. This is something I've noticed a lot, is you do a lot of, you're backing, you go W, you hold back again, you W, you back again. Watch what you do when you're, like, by the time you recognize, like, alright, the fight's lost, right? You're down 2. Right now, you have 3 in front of you, like, you see 3v3, but you understand you're not going to win this fight, so you're backing. Makes sense.
Yeah.
This is fine. Now you're walking forward. Why are you walking forward? That hesitation, that double take. You're backing in. Now you're walking forward again. Like, you're standing still. You have a Lucio with you. You can speed out of here. He doesn't have amp yet, but he'll build an amp. And now, like, you're walking in, and you're not running away. But you're also not running in. If you recognize that you're not going to get out, and, like, you make that decision, you're not going to try to live, run. Like, you're kind of too far away from it, realistically, for this situation. But, like, try and get to the payload, because if you die on the payload, at least you're still contributing something valuable with the cart stall.
Okay.
But in that situation, you really could have lived.
Got it.
Simple.
Can you replay that? I wasn't looking. I wanted to see what I did. Did we just get a pick on someone or something?
Yeah, you killed Orisa earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Every single time you guys went for this Bastion play, Orisa has her spin, right? She saves her spin for just about every, let me watch from her perspective, like every single Bastion turret, she has spin for it. She dies because she didn't reposition and she didn't use her shift. Like, if she just used shift, she'd be totally fine.
Yeah.
And you guys wouldn't be able to just run over them.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to. Wait, hold on a second. 'Cause I gotta get I'm at the spawn. I gotta get my package for now. So just give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep watching. I'll let you know later.
Here we go. Capture image. Oh. I don't know. Oh. Here we go. This is so fucking weird. Done. Okay. Alright. God, I hate this. Well, I didn't think I'd get here this early, but I did.
What is it?
It's another poster for my room.
Okay.
I ordered a metal poster,
Mhm.
and then it came. It's a nice poster. But I also got a 30% discount code. I'll go for 30 days. I'm like, yeah, buy another one, I guess. Sure.
Guess I'll get another, yeah.
Yeah, so I got another one, and I also got some magnets for it.
Alright.
Because it needs to be hung by magnets.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let me know when you're good.
Alright. Well, I'm good. I'm walking.
Okay.
You got like another minute probably until I'm in my dorm, and then I have to leave and then get on my PC.
Yeah, that's fine. So, like, this is fine. You're just playing Overwatch. This works. This is criminal. Getting frozen while having both bubbles up is criminal. I'm gonna fix this.
You cut out. Like, are you saying criminal?
Criminal. Really,
Like,
really bad.
I don't know where you... Okay.
This is a mistake a flat, a gold, a silver should never make. You are standing in a bubble, or you're standing in a blizzard, and you have a bubble available, and you don't use it. If you use this bubble, you don't get frozen. And now, if you're not frozen, you can also bubble Jason, and both of you live. And then you win this fight. You would win this fight if you just used your bubble. Like, getting caught in a blizzard with your bubbles available is atrocious.
Adam,
Yeah.
you
What?
cut out for a big portion there for me, so I couldn't hear what you were saying.
I didn't. I haven't said anything in like 30 seconds. I was just watching.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't say anything about this whole fight.
well. I thought you did. Because I heard something.
Nope.
I don't know, I could just be hallucinating. And, oh. Alright. I'm at my dorm, so I'll be back on like a minute.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Hello, I hear you.
All right, perfect. I'm here.
This is minor, because, like, I mean, you'd probably die anyways. But watch how you do another jiggle when you're at this corner. You're at the corner. You're at the corner.
Yeah.
All you have to do is walk into the corner. But you do a jiggle, and you peek, I don't know, because you're greedy and you want to go for another right click or something. Also, that bubble. I'm not a fan of the bubble.
Okay.
You're at full energy. Your Bastion is pretty fine. Like, he gets weak, but he has... Oh, wait, he's dead. Maybe the bubble was good.
No, I saw him in turret, and
Yeah.
especially in this meta, if I see him in turret, I'm just gonna give him a bubble. Because
No, that's fine. That's fine. The only reason I was like hesitant about it was because you're already at full charge. You can be the carry of the mid fight if you're at full charge, instead of your Bastion. Like, if you, instead of giving him that bubble, save it for yourself and you just like walk into them at full charge, like, low key you might be able to kill all 4 of these because Zarya is OP at full charge. But this is like the egregious thing, is you're at the corner and you're standing in front of the soldier instead of walking into the corner. If you do walk into the corner, you live this. Also, a really unlucky thing from Leroy's perspective. I was watching him during this.
Oh, did he beat? But I just got like he was a little slow.
Watch what he does. He wall rides up to get over the wall so the beat will hit you guys. And he also does a really good tech of beating from underneath the wall so he lands on top of it to make the beat cast time quicker, right? Brilliant.
Yeah, that's smart.
Brilliant. And the Mei breaks the wall.
Oh,
And you die.
that's just so unlucky. And he almost got Ajaxed.
Yeah. It's crazy.
That's so unfortunate.
I feel like you kind of wasted all of those bubbles. hold up. I'm gonna pull up the comms. What's the timestamp right now?
2:48. They just tapped. Oh.
Okay, wait, main noise talk. I'm running main.
Epic. Alright. I'm hurting.
Yeah, I got you. I have grab here. I actually want to. Can we grab instead?
Alright, yeah. You can grab
Grab me. It's main back. That's all. Look at Lucio.
Look at Lucio.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys are kind of all over the place. We're gonna watch this fight from like a top-down perspective.
Okay.
First of all, is your team ready to go aggressive?
Not yet.
Okay. What you say right now is, I'm running on May. So Leroy responds with, alright, I'm speeding you. Hold up, I gotta respond to Peter. Alright, so Leroy responds with, I'm speeding you. And the three of you speed forward, but two issues. There are two issues right now. Number one, your team isn't with you to have like an actual punch with this engagement. And the second is you weren't close enough for the engagement to actually even reach them. Right?
Yeah.
You're really far away. You're really far away, and you're not in great position. Your team's not with you. So the speed hits, and again, you're not even actually going. You're doing that jiggle thing again. You're walking, you hold S for no reason, you hold S again. If you're making an engagement, engage. And you got 24 energy with that bubble. They barely even shot you. You're still at full HP.
Yeah.
And now your team is kind of ready for an engage. Your Bastion uses turret, though, and you're down a bubble at low energy. So maybe they're not really ready. Because what else got used when you called, I'm running on May?
Amps.
Amp got used.
Yeah.
So your team is not ready to take this next fight. You're low energy with no bubbles. You don't have amp. But now you're going in turret mode. It's not coordinated. This bubble is useless. Why is it useless? Because Joe is too far back, and he can't get in because speed got wasted 5 seconds earlier because you called for it when your team wasn't ready. And now you are at 22 energy with one bubble. This Grav is cosmetic. Is your team ready to follow up on this Grav?
I wanna. No, they aren't.
No, not in the slightest. Yo, I'm gonna listen to comms here.
Okay.
So you say, can we grab instead?
You can grab
Sean says like, yeah, we can grab with window or grab with wall or something. I don't know. But as he's still saying that, and Orisa is running on the back line. Where is it? This Orisa. The Orisa is sprinting into your back line. Your whole team is cut off by this Orisa.
Main back, that's all.
And you shoot that grab, and they just wall it. Imagine if this wall was better coordinated with more of your teammates' abilities to follow up on this. What if you had a turret? What if you had a speed amp with your team? Maybe Sim was ready and could wall with this aggression. Maybe, you know, like if your team is with you while this Orisa is running back here, you can go. But there was a lack of awareness as to like where the Orisa was and where your backline themselves is. So the Grav was poo-poo.
Yeah.
But y'all, their Orisa just doesn't get any value either. So.
Hey, that's a lot of abilities we forced, though. We forced Lamp, we forced Javelin Spin, and Amp? Yeah, and we forced Amp.
Okay. Yeah. That's big. Well, let's look at it from their perspective. They forced wall. They forced bubble, turret, window.
Yeah, that's fair.
This fight went really badly. Part of it is from Jason's perspective. Something I sent him a message about is like if he makes this wall going this direction, look how drastically different this fight could play out.
Because now Joe can take an off-angle wall.
Joe
so
can-
gain value.
Joe can keep pushing up here. This window could be placed all the way up here. Like if the wall cuts it off here, you can put the window here. And now Joe can keep running. You can keep running. Your whole team can keep running. Your whole team could be up to here. And you could mow them down more. The second thing is the timing of it. I'm going to listen to the comms when it comes out. Give me a second. I want you to sim wall.
Ready? Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so it starts off with Jason saying, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Are you guys ready?
No.
Alright, what needs to be different?
We need to be ready on go. We need to be at the corner where the Orisa is on
Yeah.
go.
You guys need to be here for this wall instead of all the way back here. That's mistake number 1. You guys aren't ready when Jay says ready, 3, 2, 1. And he gives a plenty long countdown for you guys to react. Alright. He's like, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god, I timed it perfectly. And you guys, during that phase, are standing still on payload. And this is something I've brought up on other maps as well. Like I mentioned it on Saravasa. What on earth are you doing this far back? Why are you back here? Why? 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 Why are you back there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. You should be either here or here. When the enemy team is back there, you should be standing here. Yeah, this is great. I like this a lot. And now, alright, I used a bubble and didn't give value. Maybe I back up here. But you can still see what's going on. You can still scout. You can still put pressure on the front line. And deny them from walking up for free. I think they used a Javelin Spear to close this distance. And your whole team, your teammates have to play behind you. So if you are on payload, the furthest forward your teammates can be is like here, right? Alternatively, if you are holding this corner, your Baptiste can play here comfortably. You know, your Sim can be behind you. Your Bastion can be here. Your Bastion could be over here if they wanted. Or if like this was a Hanzo, your Hanzo could be here. Or again, up here on this high ground. And your Lucio can be up here playing on this wall really safely and like marking this hole. With you all the way back here, your team has to play really passive. And you are in the back. You are the second furthest person back when Jay is giving this countdown. Alright, back to the replay code. Or back to the YouTube replay.
Oh yeah. Soldier behind, soldier behind, soldier behind. I can alternately mid-play it, by the way.
And pretty much after this point, from this point on, it is silent outside for Leroy saying soldier behind, even though the soldier snuck out behind your back, like 2 seconds prior. But again, how could this have gone differently? First of all, the sim wall. Second of all, being positioned here, right? Those are the first two biggest things.
Yeah.
Uh,
Third of all, probably not. Honestly, I don't think we had to have committed a window there.
Probably not. The engagement as a whole was really bad. The window was late.
Yeah. We probably, if the sim wall was angled better so that it went across,
Mm-hmm.
like
Like up
like
here.
down there, I think that would have been enough to keep I
Like,
think
allow
that would
for
have been
your-
enough to keep.
Your aggression.
Yeah, we would
Yeah.
have been more protected. And we would have been able to be more aggressive, and we could have saved window for another engage. Also, I don't know. Like, I know we're still testing out like what comps we want to play, but like, I'm also a bit curious because we had Jason. Because when we were playing May, we had Jason on Bastion, and when we were playing Sim, we have Joe on Bastion. So it's like we're doing with two different people playing Bastion. I'm not sure if like I don't know that it just brought up some curiosity for me.
It's awkward because sometimes you play all three of those heroes in different maps and different comps, right?
Yeah.
Bastion Sim gets played a lot. May Bastion
Bastion-
gets played. May Sim gets played. So like all three of these varieties show up. So both of them
Okay.
are gonna pick it up. It's
Alright.
kind of like Tracer in certain metas. Like
Okay.
you know, Tracer
No, I
Sombra,
understand.
your hit scan is gonna be on
Sombra.
Sombra, but I don't know, Tracer Genji, other way around.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
But no, the other thing is, I didn't back up far enough, is when this aggression comes out, they still are holding on to all their cooldowns. If you guys, either, again, if this wall is positioned better, you can push all the way up here and be pressuring them still. But if you timed it better and waited longer, the Orisa won't have all three of her survivability cooldowns to just negate the engagement. Solid. Again, yeah. This is good. Hold the corner. I like it. See, you see how much harder it is for them to walk forward?
Yeah.
I like that grab. Oh, I don't
Oh.
like that.
The grab was so nice.
What was nice about the grab?
It prevented them from walking on us with beat, and
Yeah.
also I did it at the end of beat, so they have nothing. They had no beat to protect themselves from the grab.
Yeah.
What wasn't nice about it is that they had jab spin up, so we couldn't do a lot of projectiles into them. So it was really just me and Jason dealing damage at the start.
Yeah.
And also, I got split off behind payloads. My team couldn't kill me. So I probably should have just stuck on the right side, to be honest. But I was looking for right clicks. Because I couldn't have looked on the right click with the Orisa jab spinning.
The grab is big. The grab is big. The best part about this grab is that it keeps you alive at full charge. Like, that's
Yeah.
the best part about this grab. And you trade it for beat, which is fine. And you guys can still put out pressure because, as you said, like, the beat is fading already. I don't think you need to push forward and try to force extra value out of this grab.
Okay.
Like,
Because the grab is already forced enough value as this.
yeah. And now, because you use one bubble to go aggressive, and you're already at full charge, you can sit here and shoot, just like shoot the Lucio, shoot the Orisa, either way. Like, yeah, we say don't shoot the Orisa, but we also say don't turbo feed. And you force yourself into a really bad aggressive position purely for the goal of being able to shoot the Mei around the Orisa. But it doesn't, it's not going to do anything. Like, it nearly does. But she has her cooldowns. Did she have wall, or did she use wall? She used wall already. But now you have 0 bubbles. Like, you need to back up now that you don't have bubbles. But you push it. And you die for it. Sean doesn't have his cooldowns because he used them already. And now your team has to take this fight without Zarya. And Zarya, of all the tanks in the game, Zarya gets the most value by surviving. Every other tank has like a very streamlined set of value. Zarya starts little. Like, she does almost nothing without high energy. But when she's at 80-90 charge, she fries. And the longer you're alive in a fight, the longer you're going to be frying people. And you literally build 50% of another grav simply by not dying when you did. Fair enough. This could have been really, really, really bad. Because something you guys did not check for at all was this Mei.
Yeah.
Their Mei was dumb and silly. The moment you guys start to walk through the choke, she turns away. Let's pretend instead she's sitting here this whole time.
Okay, we start walking. Alright, we're walking up. And then we start walking past the choke.
Boom!
Oh,
Jay is
fast.
dead.
Oh,
Jay is just dead.
well.
Jay is just dead. Or all 3 of you are dead. But they don't, right?
Yeah.
Something you need to do as a tank, or like a Lucio or a Bap can do, but when you get here, scout these angles, because Meis lurk in these corners and just wait for dumb people to walk into their deaths. When you're here, this is fine. This is fine.
Not a good bubble.
Right? Yeah. Right now, you need to be looking this way. You need to scout this choke before just assuming it's free. Most of the time, people are smart and they're not going to hold that choke. But whenever they have a Mei, you need to be cognizant of that. And they had the Mei in the previous round.
Yeah.
I like the rotation.
I love the rotation. Especially because we were on attack, so now we're flipping it so that we can just take point, and they have to play as if they're attacking, which I think works a lot better for us.
What was missing during this engagement?
Probably... Oh, that's a good question. Probably engage with Sentry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did DK have it?
They were both like coming off cooldown as you guys were going for this engage, so like it worked out. But
it was like
it wasn't a coordinating engagement. I'll pull up the VOD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kills in that part.
Keep rapping, keep rapping, keep rapping.
You're saying keep rapping.
Wrap around, wrap around.
They're in hotel. They're in hotel. All in hotel.
We drop, we drop. 3, 2, 1, drop, 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 drop.
I don't have turret, dude. I do.
Yeah. So you say you give a good like 3, 2, 1 drop, go, go, go. Which is great, and I love it. Something you could add is checking to make sure you have your resources. Because like you're fine on your bubbles, which is great, but Joe isn't fully ready, and Leroy isn't fully ready, and those are the 2 key resources you want for your engagement.
Oh, it was one.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm very scattered with who I'm shooting.
Yeah. You could have killed the Orisa like 3 different times. Alright, why do we say don't shoot the Orisa?
Because Orisa always lives.
She's impossible to kill, right?
She's just
That's
invincible.
that's what we say. She's impossible to kill. But here's the thing. Part of the reason she's impossible to kill is because she has a spear that can stun you. Part of the reason she's impossible to kill is because she has the javelin spin, which just negates all incoming damage. But here's the thing. You're a Zarya. You can shoot through the spear spin, and you can use a bubble on the javelin.
Yeah.
If you see a Orisa here, you've seen her use her cooldowns. Right?
I saw her use Fortify.
You saw her use Fortify. There's the spear.
And that's Javelin.
She probably, even if she has spin, it doesn't matter. You can run in here and kill her. You can just kill her. Like, as a 97 energy Zarya, you can kill literally anyone. Like, you see how weak you get her? If you just say, shoot the Orisa, and your teammates don't shoot the Orisa with you, that's not your fault. You can just shoot the Orisa. Your teammates will shoot the Orisa. Orisa will die. It is very different, though, from shooting the Orisa in this fight versus shooting the Orisa, like, now. Right? Because you're low energy. She has all of her cooldowns and resources. If you run into this fight saying shoot the Orisa, what's going to happen? You're going to be low charge and not do anything to her. Your sim isn't ramped at all, won't do anything. Your Bastion won't get any value because she's going to use her Spear Spin and maybe a Fortify. And nothing's going to happen. Fast forward. You're high energy. As a team, your position's kind of chaotic, but I don't... It's kind of poo. But at this point, Orisa should die. You can kill the Orisa right now. You can just... Do you have a bubble? You're going to have a bubble in a second. You walk up and stand next to her. You can use the bubble to just negate her incoming healing. And you just fry her. It is that simple. Like, see how Jay just fries the Orisa?
Yeah.
The Orisa is in dog shit position. Wait, where'd she go? Here we are. Where's the Orisa? He sees the Orisa, he locks onto her, and he just killed her. That wasn't as good of an example as I thought it was, but that's not the point. Alright, you guys killed everyone. Swag.
I should not have used a bubble there. Only 20 charge was not worth it.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay, I'm just gonna be real. I saw that TP, and I knew I had grabbed, and I just thought to myself, you know what, I'm gonna do this.
You know what nearly happens, though?
I almost grabbed the edge of the surface.
Yeah, how close were you?
Not close at all.
Yeah, not close at all.
Not that close. I mean, there's like a foot.
Yeah, because we measure things by feet in Overwatch.
Well, yes, Blizzard is an American company.
Caca.
And we also force speed, which, that's pretty good. But
I love that TP, by the way.
that TP was so nice.
I think it was like the Maywall. The Maywall is just off the mark from negating it.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't even know what would happen. I don't know. It was weird. Why are you backing off this much?
Good question.
There's a soldier behind. All right, that is the context. There's a soldier behind. Why are you backing off this much?
I don't know.
You
I
could
should
stay
be holding
here.
the corner.
You could
Yeah.
stay here and right-click Lucio or Bap, or just shoot the Orisa. Bad bubble. Another bad bubble. What do you bubble here? You bubble a javelin spinning Orisa. With this bubble, you like, after the Orisa runs past you, just keep running on the back line. What happens afterwards? Oh, you run out of one ult into the other. That's tough. Actually, into two others. But your teammates are goats.
They're incredible. They don't even need me to take the point. They can just do it.
You would have lived this fight. As a reminder, you would have lived this fight if you didn't get 0 value. Well, that wasn't a great bubble, right? That wasn't great. But you get literally 0 energy from that bubble. So you would still have that bubble. So you could use one bubble right now. And you could have a second bubble right now. And that soldier would be dead. Simple as that. Why are you guys staying here?
I don't know. We, Window got forced, Jay got picked, and Joe got picked. So, like, we could have taken TP, honestly. We could have just run to TP and gone out.
I mean,
But-
like, right, where does the first person die? Alright, well, let me just ask from right here. Why are you here? What's the benefit of high ground? Or this
Having
position?
an advantage to be able to see where everyone is, and also to be able to, you know, I should not be on high ground.
Where should you be?
I should be like that. Hold the camera like right there. I should be in that left doorway.
Down here?
Yes,
Maybe. Maybe, yeah.
because Bap is on high ground, so he has sight of me.
I think
And in there, I can peek out the right door and just fire right clicks and do left click damage. And also, if they're not doing anything, if they're looking at me through the corridor, I can get right clicks in and deal massive damage to them.
Yeah. I think for now, this is fine. Because, I mean, you're still pushing payload, right? I think,
Yeah.
alternatively, you could have 3 on payload. And the cart would be up to, like, here by now, which would drastically change how this fight plays. But, like, you're not going to get much value. You will lose a poke war against their comp, because they just have Orisa, and you are Zarya. If you're shooting from this range, you're not going to win that matchup. And then when this window comes out, there's a TP. Your whole team could take. They don't take it. Alright, what about now?
No, I should just be. Honestly, now we should just lose fast.
Yeah, you should probably just jump off. Or amp speed and save your bubbles and try and run away. Either option's fine. But you're a dead man, and so is your teammates. And hold up, how long passed during this? From right here, it's 4:21. you guys lose 20 seconds of time until your last player dies from when it was very clear that the fight wasn't going to be won. That 20 seconds is a full re-engagement. Like, that is an overtime touch simply thrown away. Alright, what goes wrong with this fight here? 3, 2, 1, amp speed, bubble, bastion.
Oh, we already amped.
No, the amp was there. Right?
Well, no, I know it was there, but I think it was a little early to get to everything. Like,
no,
no, I guess it
right.
wasn't.
That's right when you want it.
Okay.
Why did Joe not get value? You can kind of think of turret the same way you would like a Death Blossom or a Far Barrage. You get the value in the first like 1 second of your turret, and then it's diminishing.
Javelin spin.
Javelin spin, right? You can't just expect your team to press cooldowns and the enemy team to not press cooldowns. So you have options. That TP could have drastically changed how this fight went. You guys were able to walk. You were able to close all this distance because they're doing the same thing you guys do. Imagine if their Orisa was right here. You guys would be shot at this whole way. A Maywall could put a wall here if they were ready to take this fight at the place they should. But they weren't.
Yeah.
But you guys can walk up for free all of this distance. You could put a Sim TP up here, maybe. Now your Bastion is on the high ground with this turret. And it's just Kovacs, a day at the shooting range for Lane Roberts. Or, you guys, like, you're a Zarya, you can put a lot of pressure into an Orisa. Like, that's the old rock, paper, scissors, like, one of the easy matchups is just go Zarya, shoot Orisa, right? Like, you could just play slow at the start, shoot Orisa, pressure her out. Maybe you force a forward fight. Maybe one of your teammates force the Javelin spin. And then you go 3, 2, 1, and you push, and you could just melt the Orisa. If she doesn't have Javelin spin, you can just chew through her with the Bastion turret, with the Sim, with the Zarya, with the Bab. Or she, again, doesn't have Javelin spin, so you can walk past her easily. And you can ignore her easily if she doesn't have those cooldowns. Like, Joe just can't do anything because all their cooldowns are up, so. I don't like that. Who dies? Joe dies. Jay dies. You could live this. You could 100% live this. If you had better pathing and just movement. Right now, walk around this way. You walk around this way, you can get here and you can still shoot if you're bored, whatever, you can do whatever. You can get this Mega, and you can keep pathing and reposition with your team. Instead, what do? You try running in a straight line through the Orisa, through the Mei, into Soldier LOS, into BAP LOS. You now have no bubbles. Your supports are gigapocketing you. They're doing the Lord's work. And you do AD strafing in main. What does it look like to the soldier's perspective? Yeah. If you just run through that like side corridor, you live that. And you get out with, you know, a full 60-70 charge coming into this next fight. Alright, what was missing here?
What was missing here? What went wrong?
Well, yeah. Let's go with what went wrong.
Okay, we come out. Probably wall could have been maybe a little further up.
I would say the sim wall could have been angled. So, like,
Yeah.
it splits my screen in half, like, here.
Or even like if you like, I don't know, angling it so that the corner hits the corner. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Look at Joe's icon right now and go top left. like into that little corner of the carpet. Yeah, like
So,
angling
like-
it so that it
so, like-
crosses there.
Like this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that'd also be really fine. Like either
Um,
one of these crosses making like an X down this direction would be really good, because you can play on this side of it. It essentially what it does is instead of splitting the map into two, it splits it into more, because now if the wall is this way, it splits it in three, because you have this half of the wall, this half of the wall, and this half of the wall. I say half, but that's not how math works. But you know what I'm saying. Or if you split it this way, it can still be fine, kind of based on like the different types of fights, because like in the first engagement you can push all the way up to here, and if they're still holding the corner, you're still fine. But yeah, if the wall was vertical, that would be one of the first things that could have changed. Right. Alright, what else? Well, watch this from each person's perspective. Start with yours.
I could have bubbled him earlier so that he could have just walked forward. Wait, hold on a second. I'm gonna call. Hold on a second. Sorry about that.
You're good. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright. So, I'm going to go one by one through each player can. And tell me any, like, critical mistakes to your engagement that the player had. Starting with you, Mr. Zarya.
Yes.
There's mistake number one.
Being behind the wall and not being the first one.
No. You used a bubble and you got 6 energy. Which is connected to that, I guess. You use your bubble from behind the sim wall, which is dumb and made no sense. You could have been here and used your bubble, or you could have just not used the bubble. Either way. The second is that bubble. But
Yeah.
that bubble goes hand in hand with a mistake of another teammate. But this bubble got no value because Joe wasn't in LOS of the enemy team when he put it on. All he saw was a Lucio. He was just shooting because that's what you do as Bastion when you're in turret form. Alright, moving on to player number 2. I don't know if there's anything really bad Joe does. No, there is. We'll watch it again. Tell me if you see it. I'll give you a hint. It's a similar mistake I've called out for you making multiple times during this VOD.
Play it again.
Yep.
Oh, he walks forward, then he walks back.
Yes. You just have to commit. You have to trust you're going to get that bubble. Your supports are going to be focusing you. You just got to trust it, and you just got to go. Alright? And now, by the time he's closing the distance, his turret form runs out, and they're responding with ultimates of their own. They used Sound Barrier to counter your engage, and now they're flipping the fight with Window Visor. Alright, now Mr. Cranky. Hold up. This is probably discussion time, I'm hoping. Oops.
Obviously, I think wall probably could have been angled a little better, but it was still, I'd say, decent. Gave us cover.
Yeah, sim wall is
Um,
one, and then maybe just throwing turret somewhere. If you throw sim wall, turret back here, maybe in the back, maybe in
Yeah.
this corridor. Yeah, the sim wall is by far like it's the only critical issue, right? All right, let's go, Leroy.
Play it again. He's moving between amp and heals a lot, and like I don't know if that's a bad thing, but I faintly remember hearing something one day. I think Owen might have told us this, that if we're moving, go on amp and stay on amp, and any other time, be on heals.
Yeah.
And if we're moving at them with sentry, especially sentry, turret, with wall and bubble, like we're putting so much into it, we just gotta commit.
All right, so you're partially hitting the point I'm looking for. Let me
Okay.
ask you this. Ready? I'm gonna watch from this perspective. Tell me when your team needs to use the speed amp.
Now,
Do you? What is the
If
point
we're-
of the speed amp?
to walk to get. Oh wait, but we haven't TP.
The TP covers the initial distance closing. You put the TP out, and your whole team is now in fighting range. Bastion is in great position to mow down the whole enemy. What if you waited until like now to force the amp, or like now, and during this whole time your team is walking forward? Again, this goes in tandem with a better sim wall. This is more clear, but now you use the speed amp, and now Joe, instead of being here, is all the way out here with the speed amp, and he is mowing down the enemy with the remainder of his turret. All right, Mr. Revan.
I mean, I feel like when we TP, because we have wall thrown down, we're gonna be protected for a few seconds. So he could honestly just shot at the wall and try and break it.
I think his neutral game was like overall pretty fine. The biggest.
I'm not a bat player, so I don't know like
Yeah.
what
No, that's
is-
fine.
what's
That's fine.
good.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Like his neutral game, I think was pretty decent. If anything, I would say maybe he could have windowed with the engagement to like instantly snap down at kill. But again, with all the other problems, not using window was probably the right call. And also, so let me ask you, go down the list from the enemy's perspective. What cooldowns do they have that deny your plan of the Gigabuff Bastion president?
Maywall,
There's one.
lamp,
There's two.
speed,
There's three.
javelin spin,
4.
javelin.
Okay, 5. I would
Beat.
also.
No, they don't have beat right now, but
Yeah, they had beat for the previous fight.
yeah, burst,
Uh,
I guess.
Yeah, I would also say Ice Block and Fortify. I would also put
Yeah.
both of those in there. I wouldn't really say Soldier has anything, but I mean able to run away. So if you don't catch him out of position, you're not going to kill him. What went wrong? Why did no one die? It's a 3-man Grav. They use Cryo.
Lamp, Terra. The Terra on the Grav is interesting.
They don't have Lamp. Oh, we broke Lamp. I see that.
Yeah.
We traded Lamps.
We use
Where-
Heat.
Where was your Bastion during this?
Can you replay that from the start? Alright.
Yeah,
I want to see it from my POV.
I don't know if you need that second bubble. Like, that one's fine, but at this point you're already
I
out
did
of
not
it.
need to use that other one.
Yeah.
There was no reason for
You
it.
also have Sound Barrier, and it's good beat by Leroy.
Yeah.
Man, imagine if you had that now. Imagine if you had that now. Alright, next fight. Why are you guys fighting into this? Hold up, where is he? Like, why are you still exposing yourself to this? This doesn't make sense. It is a window visor combo that will erase anyone's like health pool. You all had plenty of time to just get out of line of sight of the window, but you guys were still fighting into it. That made no sense. That's a really good wall. Well, not a really good wall. It's a better wall though. It gets value. Yeah. I guess the last thing, since this is the end of the map, is you need to be cognizant. If Leroy tracks Blizzard, or if they're close to Blizzard, you need to be smart about saving your bubbles. Because I think, as a Zarya player, I think you got caught by like 4 of their 5 Blizzards in this map. I think... Is that right? Yeah. I think at least 3 different times I remember you getting caught by their Blizzard, which is really, really bad.
Okay.
You have a anti-freeze button as your character. Make sure you have it available.